So, here's my review of Superman vs. Predator. Now, we've seen, obviously, this came with the slew of DC and Dark Horse comics, and yeah, this one, you may be thinking, oh yeah, Superman, he's gonna fight a Predator, he's in the jungle, he's gonna, it's gonna be a great fight, it's gonna be great, right? 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 So, here's the thing. Where do I even begin with this, really? Where do I begin with this comic? No, seriously. The thing is that this was written by... this comic was written by... who was it again? Dave Michelinie, that's it. Dave Michelinie, and the artwork is done by Alex Maleev. Now, you may be thinking, oh, that's a great team. Dave Michelinie, he's done some pretty good work, with Spider-Man back in the 90s. He's done a few other superhero comics. And, Alex Maleev, he's a great artist. So why did this team kind of falter on this one? Here's the thing. Now, the problem when you have a crossover with Superman, the problem with that is Superman is so powerful. Now, I'm a big Superman fan, but even I have to sometimes acknowledge that, yeah, Superman is pretty powerful. It's really hard to have him team up with characters or fight other characters from different universes, let alone his own universe. So, the big thing is you gotta MacGuffin the shit out of Superman sometimes. There's a sentence I thought I'd ever say. MacGuffin the shit out of something. And that's kind of what this comic is that it kind of MacGuffins Superman. And here's the other thing. This shouldn't even be called Superman vs. Predator. It should be called Superman Predator, because, I'm going to spoil this, yeah, Superman and the Predator team up in the third issue. This is a 3-part comic, and the other thing is, Superman and Superman and the Predator hardly fight in this comic. They fight for 4 pages. 4 or 5 pages in the second issue, and a little bit more in the third. But really, in the first issue, they don't interact at all in this comic. They do not interact in any way, shape, or form in the first issue. So let's talk about the story. The story is that Lois Lane and a group of Star Labs members of Star Labs are looking into this unexplored part of a jungle, I believe in South America, and they discover a Predator ship. However, the Predator ship has activated some kind of homing beacon, and the original owner of the ship, the Predator, is coming down to get it back, or destroy. He pretty much wants to destroy it because that thing was left behind. So, while this is going on, we have a scientist who wants to use the Predator ship as a power source to create a bioweapon that will wipe out all forms of genetic defects and also kill anyone with any sort of genetic defects, such as spinal bifida, Down syndrome, anyone who's considered mentally ill or have or even if you're so much as paralyzed, you're dead by this toxin. And he's also going to create it that, the human race from this bioweapon will create a new genetically perfect group that won't need, we'll still have diseases and whatnot, but we will be without, any physical disabilities. We'll be a perfect humanoid society. So, yeah. In here, we follow Superman, who, of course, he's going to come save Lois, and the Predator, who's down here to blow up the ship. That's his whole purpose. He didn't come here to get trophies. He came here to blow up the ship that got left behind. Yeah, as I remember now, it was a different Predator. This one's like, oh shit, someone left a ship behind, and we're supposed to clean all evidence so that we're ever on Earth. So, I gotta take care of this real quick. But the Predator's there, and he's like, oh, people with guns. Okay, I want to hunt these. And a guy who can fly? Hell yeah! So, here we have this comic. Now, the other thing with this comic is that you're probably wondering, well, where's the MacGuffin? Where's the MacGuffin that's going to hurt Superman? Glad you asked, because I was just getting to that. When Superman goes into the ship, some kind of disease hits Superman, and it makes him sick, and it starts making him lose his powers by the second. And apparently this, within the ship is a cure that the Predators have. Yeah, I don't get it either. Now, you may be wondering, well, DPZ, they kind of MacGuffin Superman in the crossover of Superman vs. Aliens, and you really like that comic. And for all intents and purposes, yeah, I really do love Superman Aliens. It's probably one of the best crossovers out there. It's definitely one of those epic stories right up there with Batman versus Predator, and, you know, Superman Aliens is definitely a really good one as well. It's an excellent one. But the thing is with Superman Aliens is that you can understand Superman in this, you can understand why it doesn't feel so MacGuffin-y when Superman's fighting the aliens, and why he's losing his power, because in that, Superman has gone to the far reaches of the galaxy, far away from our sun, that gives him power, to this drifting colony in the far edges of the planet, and their sun is gone. They don't have a sun there. And his solar energy is slowly dying. But the reason why that makes it so good, and why this comic is so good, is because Superman is morally against killing any of the Xenomorphs. Because here's the thing, guys. The Xenomorphs aren't really evil. They're not. They're not necessarily evil. They're just like, as in, it's actually kind of funny because this brings up another crossover. Green Lantern versus Alien. Hal Jordan explains that they're literally, Xenomorphs are pretty much like sharks. They're perfect killing machines, but they're not evil. That's just their basic instinct. So so the big thing is not so much Superman losing his powers, but learning to deal with those the loss of his powers, as well as trying to keep himself from, crossing that line against a being that really is not necessarily evil. The thing with this, though, is that the alien sickness is that, oh, I'm losing my powers, I'm gonna bitch out now. And that's the thing, like, Superman is like, I feel like I can't do anything without my powers. And I hate when people do that. When people make Superman powerless, I hate it when writers are like, oh, I've made Superman powerless now, he's now a pussy. And that's not the thing with the Superman-Alien crossover, is that Superman's powering through it. He's becoming more and more mortal, but he's more like, look, I've got a job to do, I've got to save this girl, I've got to keep, I've got to get back before those Xenomorphs kill everyone on that space station. I have got more things to worry about than the loss of my powers. In here, it's like, oh, I can't save everyone because my powers are weakening. Oh no, why has my lord abandoned me? And here's the other thing. Again, the first issue is not really so much as Superman and Predator don't even meet. And that's the thing. It's 3 issues long. And you may be wondering, well, the first Batman vs. Predator crossover is 3 issues long. Yeah, but the difference between that is they didn't go into big explanations. They just had the Predator show up, become kind of a mystery story, and then we have Superman and Predator fight at the end of the comic, and from then on, it's pure badass. In here, it's more like Superman, barely even knowing what a Predator is. Well, the Predator doesn't even show up until the last page. Like, he doesn't even show up until, like, towards the end of the comic, and he just pokes his head out like, yo, what up? See? And then we have the team-up. Now, I can understand this because, really, the Predator has a code of honor, and it does live up to that. And it's not... The artwork's pretty good. The artwork is really good, but I just feel like I wanted to see Superman versus Predator. What I got was a half-assed Superman-Predator fight, and then Predator and Superman teaming up. So yeah, I was kind of like, I was pretty disappointed because it's the Man of Steel versus the Ultimate Hunter. I was kind of hoping for more. I don't mean to bitch about this comic, I really don't, because it comes from such a great team of Dave Michelinie and, Alex Maleev. They're a great team together, and I was really hoping for more, but what I got was something pretty boring. Like, I just had to force myself to, after the first issue, I was like, man, I hope this gets better. Second issue, I'm literally like, God damn it. And the other thing is that Alex Maleev has done Predator comics before. He did AVP Eternal, which is a fucking fantastic comic. Seriously, if you've not read AVP Eternal, go check it out. Because it's seriously goddamn awesome. But this, I don't know what happened here. But yeah, I would say unless you really love crossovers like I do, or if you're a major Superman or Predator fan, not even like, unless you just really want to own this. Unless you really want to own this, you can try to find the trade. I got this in separate issues for about $6 in total for all of them. So I don't feel like I had a major financial loss, really. But yeah, this comic was... Just So, yeah, unfortunately, not one of the better crossovers I've read in recent history, so... And it sucks, too, because this is one I really want to read. This is one I've been always trying to find and read, because I just thought it'd be cool of seeing Superman and Predator throw down. I didn't get that. I didn't get that at all, and I feel bad about it, so, yeah. Anyway, so, once again, hope you all enjoyed this review, regardless of me, and I really hate to sound like I'm bitching, I really do, but I was just really disappointed with this comic, unfortunately. Anyway, so, once again, hope you all enjoyed this review, and, yeah, once again, hope you all enjoy this, and I've said that 3 times now, but yeah. Anyway, I'm out.